Breaking right now, the president's doctors with a new prognosis were waiting for him to head back to the White House.
In a flash, a home destroyed. Firefighters reveal the top cause of house fires so you can keep your family safe. Plus, we're keeping a close eye on radar tonight, tracking showers next on Fox 35 News.
Live from the news station, Fox 35 News at 5 starts now. While the president battles back from COVID, a new poll shows him dropping fast. But he's not down for the count.
Polling is highly unreliable now. It's not anywhere near as reliable as it was before.
Fox 35 asking the man who called the race in 2016 how he reads the numbers this time.
Get ready for a wet week ahead. Late in the season, the tropics are churning, sending clouds, rain, and wind our way. We're tracking it all so you can make your plans.
Plus, we're on the trail of vandals trashing campaign signs. It's no joke. The local candidates forced to pay up to keep up.
The president heading back to the White House soon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stephen Houck.
I'm Charles Belay. The president's medical team saying they support his return home, but they add he may not be out of the woods just yet. It's been 72 hours since his last fever.
And he's returning to a facility, the White House Medical Unit, that's staffed 24/7, top-notch, physicians, nurses, PAs, logisticians, and the unit here, the team here behind me is going to continue to support us in that nature.
The president has been taking a steroid to help fight that virus.
Yeah, it's not one we've heard about a lot lately. Fox 35 Holly Bristow has been looking into it and joins us now live with more. Holly.
Good evening. Well, it's not one we've heard about a lot yet with COVID-19, but it is one that has been commonly used by the medical community for years to treat everything from arthritis to severe allergies, and now we're seeing it being used for inflammation caused by COVID-19. And you've probably heard the phrase, the best offense is a good defense. Well, they're finding that to be the case with COVID-19. Dr. Husty telling me that they're now using remdesivir and the monoclonal antibodies earlier on in the process to treat people before the virus really has a chance to make them extremely sick. For now, reporting live in Orlando, Holly Bristow, Fox 35 News.
Holly, thank you. Right now, President Trump is expected to leave the Walter Reed Medical Center tonight at 6:30. Stay with Fox 35 News. We will bring you his live departure live at 6:30.
The list continues to grow as another person with close ties to the White House tests positive for coronavirus. Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany is here tweeting today she has the virus as well. She says she has consistently tested negative of the virus until today, adding she has no symptoms but will begin the quarantine process.
You decide 2020, coronavirus or not. The November election is just 4 weeks away.
Many polls have Joe Biden leading, but can we trust these numbers? Fox 35's Robert Guadarrama joins us live with a closer look. Robert.
Hey there, Stephen, and we are here at the Supervisor of Elections office in Orange County, where if you haven't registered to vote, you have until midnight tonight, or if you plan to come out in person, you have a little less than an hour. The office here closes at 6, and as you can see, it's been very busy. The folks here telling me that they've had steady traffic all day long here, folks registering for the November election. Now, the most recent poll shows Biden, as you mentioned, well ahead of Trump, but we spoke with a professional pollster who says polls do not predict elections.
Robert, thank you. The president off the campaign trail for now, but Joe Biden is not easing up. He is back in South Florida for an event. Fox 35's Alina Shirazi joins us live in Miami. And Elena, we understand that there are a lot of people waiting to see him.
Hey there, guys. That's right. There are a lot of people waiting to see him. This is actually Joe Biden's second visit to the state. He just wrapped up a speech in Little Havana where he discussed unemployment amongst the Black and Latino community. Also later today, Biden also discussed his plans for rebuilding the economy. Biden's theme's usually called Build Back Better, but today he's giving it a South Florida twist by translating the slogan in Spanish. And just before heading to Miami, Biden talked to reporters this afternoon, answering some of their questions, including his thoughts on Trump leaving Walter Reed Hospital. Listen here.
I'm reluctant to comment on anything the president tells what he's doing and not doing. I'll leave that to the doctors to talk about, but I'm not going to comment on
And the president tweeted earlier today mentioning that today's the last day to register to vote in a few states, including Florida, Arizona, and Georgia. And Biden is participating in an NBC News town hall later tonight at 8 p.m. But the big question here is whether Trump and Biden will be able to face off in a national debate given Trump's recent COVID-19 diagnosis. As well, a few hours ago, Biden spoke to reporters saying that he'll follow anything that the experts tell him to do in regards to showing up in person or for the debates. Guys.
All right, Alina Shirazi live tonight in Miami. Thank you. Well, Fox 35 tracking the tropics. We have two tropical storms that we're watching tonight. One of them, Delta, expected to become a hurricane. It's a good reminder hurricane season is far from over.
Fox 35 Chief Meteorologist Glenn Richards in the Weather Center tonight. He's tracking everything for us. Hey, Glenn.
How you doing there, Charles? Hey, Stephen. Yeah, it looks like in the tropics, very active weather does continue. Remember, the waters are very warm still in the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. It's usually this time of the year, October into November, when we do have more activity going on. And right now, keeping an eye on this one here especially. That one is currently a brand new tropical storm formed over the weekend, and it is forecast to become a hurricane, a major hurricane. Now, look at this. Already the winds are up to 70 miles per hour. Eventually, it gets up to Cat 2, then a Cat 3, major hurricane. Just north of Cancun and Cozumel, turns to the north. Latest forecast track, unfortunately, still brings it up into Louisiana as a Category 2 hurricane. Until then, we're still dealing with a lot of clouds, a blow-off of what has been Gamma, but Gamma continues to move away in the Gulf and does continue to weaken. 84 degrees right now in Metro Orlando. For live Fox 35 Guardian radar, scattered showers are around. We'll talk much more about how much rain is on the way through the week, and there's quite a bit later in the forecast. It's coming up.
Thank you. And don't forget, you can track both storms by yourself by downloading our Fox 35 weather app. You can access the latest forecasts and radar wherever you are.
New details tonight. Norwegian Cruise Lines is suspending all sailing through November 30th. In addition, all voyages on board the Norwegian Star, Dawn, and Spirit through March 30th are canceled as well. Last week, the CDC extended its no-sail order for cruise ships through October 31st.
Masks in Cocoa Beach are coming off. The mask mandate expired at midnight. The city's manager, James McKnight, releasing a memo saying that masks will still be required at all city facilities. Now, businesses can choose whether they require face coverings. McKnight says he will change his decision if coronavirus cases spike in the city.
Still ahead on Fox 35 News, 3, 2, 1, scrubbed. The Space Coast dealing with some bad luck as of late.
Nearly half a dozen launches called off. We're looking into what the issues are next.
And Publix now making getting a flu shot a pleasure. How they're making it easier and putting some money in your pocket as well.
And then all new on the News Edge at 6, a push to give laptops to kids who need them. See how you can help.
Fox 35 News is brought to you in part by Morgan & Morgan.
Good evening. Tracking the tropics tonight. Two tropical systems, one in the Gulf, one in the Caribbean. The one in the Caribbean will get much stronger. We'll take a look at that and much more. The chance of rain through the week coming up.
Welcome back in. An update tonight from the Space Coast. Launches keep getting scrubbed.
But there is another chance to see one soon. Fox 35's Jessica Albert reports.
Now, Fox 35 weather with Chief Meteorologist Glenn Richards.
All right, good evening, everyone. It looks like Fox 35 Guardian radar lit up just a little bit with some heavy rain, but not over land. The heavy stuff is way out to the west and also way out to the east, out over the warm Gulf Stream water. Sandwiched in between is where we sit, and we do have some scattered little showers around right now. Light showers going on up around the Gainesville area, some scattered showers and storms sitting out across South Florida. So we're going to keep with a few showers over the next several days, but case in point, look at tomorrow about 11 a.m. A mixture of sun and clouds. A few showers will be developing, maybe a rumble or two of thunder as we get into the latter part of the afternoon. west of Orlando, out towards Claremont and Mount Dora and the Villages. Over the next 7 days, about a 40% chance of showers tomorrow. Look at that high, 90 degrees. Normal high is 87. And it looks like, Stephen, Charles, our chance for rain will stick with us 50% through the weekend.
All righty, Glenn, we'll plan on it. Thank you, sir. You can get a gift card for getting your flu shot at Publix, and you don't have to wait in line either. An online service is now open, so customers can print out their consent form ahead of their visit. When you arrive at the scheduled time, the flu shot is ready to go, and the store gives you a $10 gift card.
We're always trying to keep the health and safety of our customers a priority for us. And during the pandemic, we also recognize that we would like to help our customers and associates and have less lines at our pharmacy.
If you have any questions about your insurance coverage, you can talk to your pharmacist there.
Coming up next on Fox 35 News, kitchen fire set on purpose. We take you inside the flames next.
And later, shoppers trying to start 2021 in a good spot financially. We'll show you the consumer trends we're seeing right now that you can do as well.
The vice presidential debate, Wednesday at 9 on Fox 35.
Welcome back, everybody. New at 5, firefighters turning into fire starters, but this was on purpose.
Yeah, they're demonstrating what can go wrong in the kitchen. Fox 35's Amanda McKenzie shows us.
Also tonight, a cat rescued from a house fire. Seminole County Fire Rescue called to a structure fire on Saturday. When they went in to extinguish it, Theo, the cat, ran away. Luckily, they were able to use infrared camera to locate Theo, and he was eventually reunited with his family. On deck at 5:30, local ex-felons finding ways to pay off their debts.
And we'll hear from some of them as they get ready to vote for the first time in years. That's ahead at 5:30.
Hi, everyone. I'm Fox 35's Amy Caulfield. Join us tomorrow morning on Good Day Orlando. Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings will join us live to talk about the county's plan to help Disney workers who have been laid off. Also, we're live breaking down the president's health and explaining the news of his condition as it unfolds overnight. And we're checking in with Fox 35 meteorologist Jamie King. Hi, Jamie.
Got you covered, Amy. Hey, we're talking about newly developed tropical storm Delta. Will become a hurricane. Live tracking starting bright and early at 4 a.m.
We'll see you then, Jamie. Thank you. Watch Fox 35's Good Day Orlando. We're on till 10 in the morning. You can also catch up with us every day while eating lunch. Get the Fox 35 News lunch break. We'll email you a list of stories that you'll be talking about. Sign up by going to fox35orlando.com/emails. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hello? Molested by her uncle for years.
What did you do?
His shocking confession, caught on tape. Tomorrow at 2 on Fox 35.
I'm Amy Caulfield. Watch Good Day Orlando every day on Fox 35.
You're watching Fox 35 News at 5:30.
A Florida football legend tests positive for COVID-19. We have late-breaking developments on Bobby Bowden's condition.
I've had 8 of my large, expensive signs either stolen, taken down, thrown in canals, broken.
Campaign signs trashed, vandals making a statement, and hitting candidates right in the wallet. Tonight, Fox 35 breaking down the cost of the tab.
Felons paying up so they can vote. We're covering the last-minute push and exploring impacts for elections still to come. We start with breaking news right now. Live video tonight from outside of Walter Reed Medical Center outside D.C. President Trump expected to leave the hospital tonight at 6:30. He's been there since Friday evening receiving treatments for coronavirus. Be sure to stay with Fox 35 News. We will bring you his departure live at 6:30.
But the big story at 5:30, ex-felons scrambling to get the right to vote in the presidential election.
Fox 35's Stephanie Buffamonte explains what they have to do. We are 4 weeks out from the election, and nearly 600,000 Floridians have already voted. More than 10% of the state's 5 million requested vote-by-mail ballots already turned in to election supervisors. Offices will start counting vote-by-mail ballots this week.
There is increased volume of vote by mail. There will probably be more ballots than normal that need to be tabulated, the last few days of the week after Election Day. But I feel very confident that we'll be able to get that done here in Florida.
The number of people requesting vote-by-mail ballots this year has doubled since the 2016 presidential election. We have everything you need to know, including deadlines for the election, over on fox35orlando.com. We also have the link to register to vote posted there. That deadline is tonight at midnight.
Another news alert now. The Supreme Court beginning its new October term without the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The person nominated to fill her seat could play a crucial role in the upcoming election.
But there is some uncertainty after 3 GOP senators have tested positive for coronavirus. Fox 35's David Spunt has the latest.
Former Florida State football coach Bobby Bowden testing positive for coronavirus. He was tested when he was in the hospital last week. He was there for a leg infection after getting cancer spots removed. The 90-year-old says he is not experiencing any symptoms. Also, some promising news for the NFL tonight. No new positive COVID-19 tests came back for the Titans this morning. The league is now investigating whether the Titans violated coronavirus protocols. Tennessee has had 20 members test positive for the virus this season. The Titans are now scheduled to play the Steelers in Week 7.
Coming up, a look at fall shopping trends.
What consumers are doing now to get them on the right foot financially in 2021. And one Florida college is getting into the business of beer. The new class that will teach you how to be a hop master and make your own bevies. Plus, Glenn.
All right, from a weather master to a hop master. I like that. It looks like we've got ourselves more clouds on the way. When will we start to see more sun? More of that coming up.
And here the stories we're working on all new for the News Edge at 6. See how Orange County is trying to get everyone to follow coronavirus rules. And gas prices jumping across the state. Why experts are not surprised. That's just moments away on the News Edge at 6.
Judy rule number 72. Don't waste Judy's time.
Want to give me the conversation about the money fast, hands down.
Weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Fox 35. This hurricane season, depend on Fox 35 weather when it matters most. Judy rule number 45. If you owe money, Judy has no sympathy.
The bum didn't pay back his daughter. You're going to be very sorry you didn't pay her the money.
Weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Fox 35.
Business news tonight. Walmart Plus appears to be off to a strong start. 11% of Americans surveyed say they've already signed up for the service, which includes free delivery. Costs $98 a year. That's less than Amazon. Some say they actually canceled Amazon and replaced it with Walmart Plus. Shoppers changing up their spending habits in 2020.
Fox 35's Andrea Jackson shows us some of the newest trends this fall. Well, coming up, it seems like a little bit of damage, but election signs, vandalism, is costing candidates a lot of big money.
After the break, we're breaking down the costs of vandalism.
But first, the Fox 35 Pump Patrol. Gas is $1.99 a gallon at Gas and Go on West Colonial Drive on Hart Boulevard in Orlando.
Next at 6, over 4,000 more computers so kids can learn from home. The local district making sure students can attend online classes. Next on Fox 35 News Edge at 6.
Welcome back, everybody. Sheriff's races in Central Florida are being targeted.
Here's an example. Campaign signs were just vandalized. Fox 35's Valerie Boy has the story.
Now, Fox 35 weather with Chief Meteorologist Glenn Richards.
All right, definitely a sign of change, a sign that we do, in fact, have a stalled out front sitting on top of us. We also do have another tropical wave. That's definitely a sign of autumn. And right now, plenty of clouds, lots of moisture coming on in. We got the upper level winds are blowing this moisture at us, even though the surface low with this tropical system is now moving away from us, is actually moving down towards Cancun and Cozumel. We are stuck in the middle right now, kind of that 1970s song, Steelers Wheel, stuck in the middle with you, showing the moisture plume sitting right on top of us. So dry airs to the north, drier to the south, but we are stuck with this moisture plume, and it's going to stick with us. Take a look at what's going to happen here. On and off rain showers over the next several days. While the tropics are very active, we have Delta, Gamma moving away. Delta right here getting stronger in the Gulf, but all it's going to do is just bring up the moisture for us, keep the chance for showers in the forecast on and off over the next 7 days, and that does show up. 90 degrees tomorrow, 89 on Wednesday, and a chance for showers through the weekend.
Glenn, thank you, sir. Still to come, the release date for the new James Bond movie is being pushed back months.
Yeah, and that could be causing a huge economic burden. Find out why after the break.
And then all new on the News Edge at 6. A lot of students still need laptops so they can keep learning from home. Now there's a new push for donations. On the Business Watch tonight, Regal Cinemas is at risk of shutting down all across the country.
Yeah, the company that owns the theaters say it may temporarily close more than 500 locations. It's considering the closures after the company says the delay of the new James Bond movie put a big hole in their schedules. No Time to Die will hit theaters next year on April 2nd. Studios were planning to release the movie next month.
If you are a fast food eater, have you noticed your fast food getting a little slower these days? Well, blame that on the pandemic as well. Average drive-through wait times at 10 of the country's top fast food restaurants has risen to nearly 6 minutes. The report says it has a lot to do with the additional traffic, stricter safety standards, and staff turnover.
A consumer alert, a warning for parents. Some hand sanitizers that were marketed towards kids are being voluntarily recalled because the packaging looks like drink packets. The sanitizers were sold under the brand name Smart Care. If you have any of these sanitizers, you're being urged to throw them out or return them for a refund.
Well, college students can be notorious for drinking, and one school in Florida is embracing the craft brewing trend. There's a new course at Northwest Florida State College where students learn to make their own beer at home. Participants will learn the brewing process from beginning to end. The classes will also include a special brew day where students can make a batch on campus.
Coming up next on Fox 35 News, there's a lot we can't do right now.
So the things we can do are becoming more popular than ever, like bike riding. See how you can take part in Cycletober.
The vice presidential debate, Wednesday at 9 on Fox 35.
Welcome back, everybody. A Lake County business is seeing huge growth during this pandemic.
Yeah, Adrenaline Bike Works in Mount Dora says bicycles are fast pedaling off the shelves. Fox 35's David Martin shows us why this place is so unique.